Hello, this is Jamie from the Red Bank Public Library. Welcome to Power Play. Today's theme is Chameleon Time, and we're going to be making chameleon party blowers and chameleon pieces for our hide and seek game. Okay, let's get started. For the chameleon party blower you'll need the printout from supercoloring.com. I'll put the link in the video description. Tape, scissors, a straw, pink paper, a Sharpie marker, Q-tips or cotton balls, 2 rubber bands, and paint. For the Chameleon Hide and Seek game you'll need a Ziploc bag, a Sharpie marker, scissors, and tape. First, put paint on the paper plate and then either use a Q-tip or a cotton ball to start dabbing paint onto the chameleon. You don't need to stay in the lines, we can add the lines back later. For now, just worry about covering your chameleon with lots of color. The Q-tip will give you smaller circle patterns, while the cotton ball will give you splotches. You can use both of these techniques if you want. You can even start out with cotton balls to fill up the space faster, and then you can use a Q-tip for smaller dots. It could be however you want, this is your chameleon after all. If you don't have paint, you can also use markers, crayons, or stickers. You might have noticed I actually started using my fingers for the smaller spots because I didn't have a Q-tip with me. I also used a paintbrush to help mix colors. I mixed the blue and the yellow to make a nice green. You can also use a paintbrush in spots. The cotton balls were a bit too bulky for the space I wanted to paint. A Q-tip works really well for these areas. Here are some fun facts about chameleons. Chameleons are reptiles in the lizard family. They are the masters of camouflage. They have the ability to make changes in their skin to match their surroundings. It's often a misconception that they can turn into any color. They are usually born with the colors that match their surroundings, so they can match the leaves, branches, and sticks. But these lizards do have the ability to adjust how bright their skin appears, which will make them blend in more to protect themselves from predators. When a chameleon uses bright colors, it's usually to communicate to other chameleons. It's used to express emotions like love and frustration. When you're done painting, put it aside to dry for a bit. While it's drying, we can start making the tongue. You need to cut out a long strip of pink paper. When you cut it out, make sure it's not too skinny because we need to fold the paper over. It should be about 1 to 2 inches wide. We need to fold the paper in order to create a pocket. Fold one side towards the middle. And then fold the other side to overlap it. And then we're going to seal it with tape. We need to seal it the full length of the tongue. At one end of the tongue, fold it over and use tape to seal the end. When you're done, there should only be one end with an opening to put the straw in later. Then, We need to roll the tongue tightly and secure it with rubber bands. I used about 2. We need to leave it like this for an hour or 2 so the tongue will coil back when we blow into it with the straw. We could check to see if the chameleon is dry. If it is, then we can use a Sharpie marker to trace the lines that were covered by paint. This will make the project look a lot neater. And then we could cut the chameleon out. So the chameleon part of the party blower is done. We just need to wait for the tongue to build more tension. I want to show you what happens when we don't give the coil enough time to set in. See? I blew into the paper, but it didn't come back. That's because it needs time to build up tension. So let's roll back up for now, and we'll let it sit for a while. While you wait, you can watch a show, read a book, or you can make and play a Chameleon Hide and Seek game. First, you'll need a Ziploc bag. Make sure it's sealed and nice and flat. Then you're going to draw a chameleon using a Sharpie. I'll show you how. Draw a letter C. Near the top of the C, draw a circle, and then a colored circle on the inside to make an eye. And then add a curved line for a little smile. At the very top of the C, we're going to add a little bump. Then we're going to make a big curved line that goes past the head. Then at the end, we're going to add a spiral. That's going to be the tail. Then we're going to have the line go back up in a curve. Then near the head, we're going to add 2 curve shapes and little feet at the ends, which are just 3 humps. Then I'm going to draw a short line and then start the curved shapes for the back legs. The curves for the back legs are usually bigger than the front. And then I'll add little feet to that. Then voila, you have a chameleon. You could turn over the Ziploc bag to make a second chameleon. This will be a lot easier because all you have to do is trace the drawing you already made and then cut it out. Then you have your chameleon pieces. You could scotch tape them so they'll stick on objects. I suggest rolling and folding the piece of tape really tiny so it fits into the eye space. You could play the Chameleon Hide and Seek game like you would with regular hide and seek, except you're hiding chameleons instead of yourself. The rules of the game is that the chameleon must be hidden in plain sight. You can't hide it behind or in something. You'll probably notice that hiding a chameleon among a background with lots of patterns will make it blend better. Let's play it right now. I'm going to show you photographs of chameleons hiding in the library. There are 2 in each picture, and they are in plain sight. If you need more time to find them, you can pause the video. I'll also give you some clues. Ready? Let's play! My first clue is something new. How about now? I'll give you a clue. They're somewhere green and pointy. One chameleon really likes new things, and the other one really loves kindness. This time, one is on a spine, and another is on top of a name. There is a chameleon on each shelf. One chameleon is in a hairy situation. The other chameleon is on something that we need to wear when we go to public places. Were you able to find all the chameleons? You could send us pictures of your Chameleon Titan to redbanklibrary@gmail.com and we'll feature it on Facebook and Instagram. Now, to get back to our chameleon party blowers. Once an hour or more has passed, we can take the rubber bands off the paper tongue. On the end with the opening, you could put the tip of the straw in and then seal it with tape. Then give it a try and see if the tongue blows out and then comes back. If it doesn't, you either have to roll it back up with rubber bands for a little longer, or check to see if airs escape at a part of the tongue and seal it with tape. When it works, you know it's ready to attach to the back of your chameleon. Match the tongue up with the mouth. And towards the back, make sure that the straw sticks out a little so you can blow into it. Once you have everything aligned, you could tape the straw to your chameleon. Now you have an awesome party blower to use at your next party, and you also have a really cool hide and seek game. I really hope you enjoyed these projects. I'll see you again next month on Power Play for Kids. I'm also doing a power play geared towards teens and adults this Saturday. Kids are allowed to join as well. This time we're doing a Shamrock Centangle. Also remember that Kids Craft Night is every Wednesday night at the Red Bank Public Library. The videos will be posted on Facebook and YouTube.